Hey guys, I'm Mel and today I'm going to do my intimidating TBR tag. So this tag was created by Lindsay Ray and I was tagged by G Swiss Books, and I'm going to leave both of their links in the descriptions and the questions if you want to do this. So I'm very late to this tag, even though it's not that old, I think, but it seems like everyone has done it because we all love to talk about books that we haven't read but we want to read, but we don't know if we will ever read them. What book have you been unable to finish? I think I DNF like 2 or 3 books in my life. I don't DNF books that are horrible, I just keep reading them. I DNF books because they are boring and they suck my will to live and I can't remember what fun was anymore. Those are the books that I DNF'd. So one of them was The Scourge Trial by James Dashner. This is the second book in the Maze Runner trilogy. I think it's that one. I read half of it and I swear I can't remember anything, and I remember the concept but I don't remember like specific things of the book. So yeah, I really didn't like that one. What book have you yet to read because you just haven't had the time? Theft of Swords by Michael J. Sullivan. I decided to read this book like a few weeks ago and I got it for my Kindle and everything. So many books are being released right now and I can't put them aside just because I live in Tumblr and it's full of spoilers, so I can't not read these books, but I'm going to get to it very soon. What book have you yet to read because it's a sequel? This is The Mime Order by Samantha Shannon. This is the second book in the Bone Season series, and I read the Bone Season last year or earlier this year, I don't remember, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the world building and the writing was getting better and better, so I can't wait to read the second book and see how much better than the first one is. The thing is that I got so confused with the Bone Season because I didn't realize that the main couple that were happening during the book was happening. Like I didn't realize that they were flirting and they liked each other. Like I was so distracted by all the things that were happening that I didn't realize that the couple liked each other. So I really want to read The Mime Order and see like this couple and see like all the things I missed in the first book. What book have you yet to read because it's brand new? And this is brand new, like it was released today, and that is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. It's the sequel to A Court of Thorns and Roses. I started reading it, I got it from my Kindle last night at midnight. I just read the first few pages, so I can't wait to read this. I'm so excited. What book have you yet to read because you read a book by the same author and you didn't enjoy it? If you saw my birthday haul, you saw that I got The Undomestic Goddess by Sophie Kinsella, and I remembered after I posted that video that I read Finding Audrey by her. I was really disappointed because I kept hearing brilliant things about it, and I think the way she treated mental illnesses wasn't like the best way, especially the recovery part. I don't know if it was because it was a mental illness book that I didn't like it, so I'm going to try to read one of her adult books. What book have you yet to read because you're just not in the mood for it? I've been wanting to read this book forever, but I'm never in the mood for it. Like I don't know when I'm going to be in the right mood for it, and that is You by Caroline Kepnes. If you heard anything about this book, like you know that you have to be in a mood to read something creepy and something twisted and something mysterious. I'm just not in that mood, but I really want to read that book, so I'm just going to force myself to read it at some point because it's in my TBR for this year's challenge, so I really have to read it. What book have you yet to read because it's humongous? It couldn't be other than The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This book is more than 1,000 pages. The thing is that I'm not exactly intimidated by this book because I know I'm going to like it because it's Brandon Sanderson and I like him. But I have commitment problems, okay? I don't know how I'm going to commit to this book for so long, but I really want to read it. But I have to get into the right mindset first and realize that I'm going to like commit to this book until the ending. What book have you yet to read because it was a cover by and turned out to have poor reviews? That is Wing Poppy Midnight, and this cover, look at that, it's gorgeous. The other day I wanted to start it and I went to Goodreads to, mark it as currently reading, and I saw the reviews and there were so many bad reviews for this book, but I'm going to read it anyways because I've liked books that have had poor reviews before. I just have to forget those reviews I saw. But it's a new release, so I'm it can wait for a bit. What is the most intimidating book in your TBR pile? I don't know, I don't get intimidated by a lot of books, I just don't know when to read them. But I think I'm intimidated by high fantasy books just because you have to really focus on what is happening, in understanding what's happening around these characters, not only in their lives but what's happening around them. Like, you have to understand their magic and the world and the rules. But I love reading books like that, but I just have to, you know, be very focused. But yeah, I'm not very intimidated by books, like they are just books. So who do you tag? I tag Carrie's on Reading, Pampered Pages, and Marie Camille's. Hope you're having an amazing day. Hope you like this. If you did, subscribe, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!